Whether you are here today to heal your heart or open your heart, or maybe just give a little extra love to your heart, this is a heart opening yoga sequence that I think you will love. You are going to want a blanket today. We will be using that towards the end of practice, and you might want a couple blocks. We're going to be doing a camel pose at one point as well too. When you are ready, come to a comfortable seat in the middle of your mat, and we will begin by closing down our eyes and bringing our awareness into our breath. You can place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Begin to really feel into your heart space. Ask your heart what it needs. Feel into how it feels for you today. And begin to deepen your breathing. Let your inhale start at your root chakra, so the base of your spine. And as you inhale, follow that line all the way up your spine to the top of your crown. As you exhale, imagine almost like a waterfall crashing down in front of you. And then on your next inhale, your arms reach up towards the sky, looking up at your fingertips. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, arms go up. And exhale, hands come down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come down. Go ahead and make your way onto your mat. We're going to start in a child's pose. Knees can be either slightly apart or together. Stretch your hands out long in front of you. Feel the stretch in your arms, your shoulders, and the sides of your body. Maintaining a nice breath. Come up onto your fingertips. See if you can feel an additional stretching in that upper back right behind your heart. As you breathe, really breathe into the backside of your heart space. And as you inhale, lift your torso up. Exhale, bring your hands back behind, lift your chest, arch your back. Inhale, arms reach up, straighten your spine. Exhale, fold forward at your hips. This is going to be our little flow for today. So inhale, torso lifts, arch your back, hands come behind. Exhale. Inhale, straighten your spine, arms go up. Exhale, hinge, fold back into your child's pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, arch your back. Chest goes forward. Inhale, arms up and fold. Inhale. Exhale, chest reaches up, looking up at the sky. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. And then shift your way forward. Bring your chest down towards your mat. Your hips are going to go up and back into a puppy pose. Feel the stretch and release in that mid to upper back. And chin comes down towards your mat. Maybe bringing your hands together over the top of your head, maybe not. That will increase the stretch in that upper mid back. And then bring your forearms out flat in front of you and bring your hips all the way down into a cobra pose. Push down firmly through your elbows and almost take your forearms and have a pulling sensation back towards your hips. And then extend your left arm out long. Come up onto the fingers of your right hand for a shoulder stretch, opening yourself up towards those fingertips. Nice and slowly back to center. Switch sides, right arm extends. Fingertips of the left rolling onto your right side. Nice and slowly back onto your belly, hands by your sides. Coming into a cobra, so lifting your chest off the mat, hands come off just slightly, and then lower back down. Lift your chest and lower. Lift, use your back muscles and lower. And then bring your hands out towards the side, up on your fingertips, and do this waving motion of your spine. So as you inhale, you're lifting up through your whole front body. Exhale, wave back down onto your mat. Inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, wave back down. Use your back, use your arms, use your core. Slight engagement in your legs. Bring your arms back behind you towards the sides. Lift your legs up, then your arms up. So you're balancing on that mid body. On an exhale, you'll lower, and inhale, you lift both arms and legs for a locust pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Plant your hands and then sit back into your child's pose. And take a couple breaths. We're going to go through that whole sequence one more time. So come up onto your fingertips, feel that additional stretch in your mid-back, and as you inhale, lift your torso. Exhale, arch your back, chest lifts. Inhale, arms up, sit up tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, chest arches. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, torso lifts. Exhale, arch your back, chest goes forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands go behind. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Come into your puppy pose. So chest and chin down on your mat, hips are up. Maybe bringing your hands together above your head. Feel the opening in the back of your heart. Bring your forearms in front of you, lower your hips all the way down, coming into your cobra pose. Push down firmly through your elbows, engage through your legs, belly button comes in towards your spine. Chest pushes forward. And exhale, release. Right arm goes out towards the side, and then using your left fingertips, roll over onto your right side for a shoulder stretch. Our arms and our hands come out right from that heart center space. So releasing any tension in the shoulders can really help to open the heart chakra as well. And go ahead, gently come onto your belly and roll over onto the other side. So your left arm is out long, rolling over onto your left side. And gently come back to center. Hands come by your sides, using your back, lift your torso up for your cobra, and then exhale, lower. Inhale, use your back muscles, lift your chest off the mat. Exhale, lower. Widen your hands, come up onto your fingertips, and do that wave motion with your spine. So as you inhale, push your entire front body up off the mat, and as you exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. And then your arms reach back behind you. Lift your legs up off the mat. Lift your arms and your chest off the mat for your locust pose. As you exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift both arms and legs. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bring your hands to your sides and push back into your child's pose. Take a couple breaths. And slow your breathing down if needed. And we will make our way into our next sequence for this class. So come up into a tabletop position, hands under shoulders. And as you inhale, come into your cow position. Exhale, round through your spine for your cat. Inhale, sit bones up and back, cow. Exhale, cat, round your spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Feel that heart center space opening up. Exhale, cat. Bring your right leg forward and then inhale, arms come up into your low lunge. Exhale, straighten that front leg for a hamstring stretch. And then inhale, come back into your low lunge. So we're kind of doing this fluid motion. As you inhale, arms go up into your low lunge. As you exhale, folding over that front leg for a hamstring stretch. So inhale, low lunge, exhale, hamstring. And then plant your left hand, do a gentle twist with your right arm up towards the sky or ceiling. And come back into your tabletop, do one cow, one cat. And in your cat pose, bring that left leg forward into your low lunge. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, fold over that front leg. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, fold over your front leg. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, plant your right hand, twist open towards the left. Left hand goes up towards the ceiling or sky. And exhale, make your way back into your tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. Feel that elongation through your spine. Come up onto your tippy toes, shift your weight forward into a plank, lower yourself down, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe your heart space is starting to feel a little bit more open as you inhale up on your toes, come into plank, chaturanga, exhale, downward facing dog. Come up onto your toes, round yourself into your plank. Lower yourself all the way down onto your mat. Bend your knees and then reach back with your hands, maybe a strap if needed, and come into a bow pose. So your hands are at your ankles. You're going to lift your whole arms and legs up off your mat, pushing and pulling with your arms and your legs. And then rest for a breath or two. And then one more time. So reach back, grab your ankles, lift your legs up, pull your arms back towards the back side of your mat. And then as you exhale, lower all the way down, come back into a child's pose. Take a breath. And on your next inhale, lift your torso up. Grab that blanket. You might want it underneath your knees. We're going to do a camel pose. So kneeling down, you can tuck your toes. This is where you might want blocks. You can put a block right next to your heels. That gives you a little bit more height when you are reaching back. You're going to start with your hands right at the base of your spine and just start here and maybe begin to test out arching yourself backwards towards your heels. Start there. If that feels good, then maybe reach one hand back towards your heel, maybe the other hand back towards your heel, lifting your chest up towards the sky. This back bend comes from using the muscles in your back. It is not coming from your lower back, so you do not want to feel any pain or tension in your lower back. If you do, just start out at that beginning back bend. Once you're in that position for a breath or two, bring your belly button in towards your spine. Use those muscles, lift yourself up, and come into a child's pose. Take a couple breaths. And let's do that one more time. So come up to your kneeling position, maybe tucking your toes. Bring your hands to your lower back, fingers are facing up. Bring your belly button in towards your spine. Engage your hips and your legs. Pushing your hips forward, using your muscles. Reach back, grab those heels or maybe your block. Lift your chest up towards the sky. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, use the muscles in your back and lift your chest up, which lifts your torso back up into your kneeling position. Sit your heels back, or your hips back on your heels. Lower yourself down into your child's pose. And then I'll meet you in a downward facing dog. Lift your heels, come forward into your plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up and long, and then pivot on your right foot. Bring your left leg over towards the right as you plant your right hand down and lift your left arm up, coming into wild thing. And then nice and slowly come back to your three-legged dog and then your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Pivot on that bottom foot. Flip yourself over so your belly is facing towards the sky, lifting through that right hand now. And then when you're ready, flip yourself back over, three-legged dog, and then downward facing dog. Lift up on your heels, come forward into your plank, exhale, lower yourself down, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to be coming into a wheel position. If that is a little bit more for your practice, you can either do the wild thing again or just stay in your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg, exhale, come into your wild thing. And then maybe just keep on going and flip yourself over, plant both hands down and come into a wheel position. So both feet are down, both hands are down, belly is up towards the sky. And then nice and carefully flip yourself back over, downward facing dog. Lift up on your heels, come into your plank. Exhale, lower, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we're going to do wheel on the other side now. So again, you can either do a wheel or stay in your downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, pivot on that bottom foot, open yourself up towards the right side. Bringing both hands down, both feet are firmly planted, chest is opening up towards the sky in the front. When you are ready, pivot yourself back over and downward facing dog. Lift your heels, come forward, plank, exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. Lower down to your knees and come into a child's pose. On an inhale, lift your torso up, bring your legs around. We're going to be making our way onto our back to close out our practice. So lower yourself down, feet are still firmly on the mat, knees are up towards the sky. Bring your heels in close towards your sits bones. We're going to come into a bridge position. So pressing firmly down through your feet, lift your heels up. Maybe you bring your fingers together and your shoulder blades together onto your mat. Make sure that your neck stays in this position, no turning it side to side. Pressing down, using the strength in your thighs, your legs, your glutes. And then nice and slowly unclasp your hands, one vertebrae at a time, lower your hips back down. Now place your hands underneath your booty. So your elbows are tucking in nice and close towards your sides. We're going to be lifting our chest up towards the sky, coming into a fish position. So chest up, and we're going to lift our head up enough to where we can get the crown of our head down on the mat. So really opening up through that heart center. Breathing into your heart space. Nice and slowly lower back down. Grab your blanket. And you're going to want to roll your blanket from one end, the long side, into kind of a little hot dog shape. And we're going to place that right at the back of our heart. So right at your shoulder blade area. You'll know you're in the right position because it will feel right. So place your blanket on that mid to upper back. Bring the soles of your feet together, coming into a reclined butterfly position. And allow your breathing to slow back down. Feeling back into your heart space. Sending gratitude to yourself, for your practice. Allowing your heart to open, allowing it to feel whatever it is wanting to feel. If you want to straighten out through your legs into your final resting position, go ahead. Otherwise, stay in your butterfly. And allow your body to take in all of that movement today. We did a lot of heart opening and moving energy through your body. So allow yourself to soften and relax. Coming back into a nice and gentle rhythmic breath. Allowing the energy in your body to settle and ground. Allowing yourself to soften. Feel free to take a longer Shavasana here if you would like. Otherwise, when you are ready, you start to bring a little movement back into your body. Rolling over onto one side in the fetal position. And when you're ready, making your way back up into a seat. And keeping your eyes closed for a little bit longer, bring your hands to your heart. Feel joy, feel love, feel happiness. Let it all just swim through the cells of your body. Take a nice big inhale. May our thoughts, our words, and our actions always be kind, true, and from the heart. Exhale. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this class helpful or enjoyable, please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you know who can benefit from it too. This gives the ability for more people to enjoy it as well. Thank you.